Hey guys, welcome back to Bumping the Mic. Got a question for you guys and for you, Gregory. Do you think our reality's real, or do you think it's like a simulation?
I don't know. That's kind of like an age old question, right? There are certainly days where everything's just hunky dory, and I'm confident that, yeah, I'm just living my best life in the realest place in the universe. But it seems more often than not, it's like, all right, what's going on here? Something's afoot. Like, this shit can't be real.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't know, there's a lot of stuff out there that I pick up on that I'm like this seems off. It's kind of bugging me because like objectively, like that's the most horrifying thing that could possibly be real, right? If we were in a simulation, like we have no control over our lives. Anyone could turn us off at any point in time, and there's absolutely 0% chance of escape.
Yeah. And it's like, there's so much like phenomenon or like effects that happen. Like we talked about like the Mandela effect, right? In our like
Mhm.
glitches in the Matrix episode, like that seems to point to some weird stuff because of everything that surrounds that. And I still am like very opinionated on most of that stuff.
Mhm.
But then you look at like simple things like deja vu, and you're like, am I experiencing this exact same thing in the exact same place twice? Or is like something just messing up in my individual memory and it's like causing it to replay? It's weird. It's just a weird feeling.
It is weird. And then like for the deja vu thing, it's like I'm pretty sure everybody, almost everybody at some point in time has had like a dream and you see something in a dream and then like maybe like I don't know, it could even be weeks down the road, it happens to you in real life and you're like, "Wait a minute. Like I saw this. Like I've seen this before." Like
100%. And maybe you have, and it's like a rerun, like they freaking, moved the servers back like a day or whatever, and you're just reliving the same thing. And that's why it seems weird. But I think we all have those occasions where like life at a particular moment for any reason feels like scripted, like everything that's happening around you was almost too perfect or too in order that it feels like you're the main character in a video game and everyone else is an NPC, right?
right.
And I don't know if it's just a realization that you suddenly have that like places you above that, because there are people that you will talk to that you swear have like the worst AI ever.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you ask them the most detailed questions or tell them like a phantasmal story about something that happened to you, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, uh-huh. Wow." It's it's like, really? That's all you got
Right?
to say about that, huh? All right,
I
thanks,
even say
Forrest.
I even say here like things happen in like it seems like if like there's a glitch in the server or they didn't update. So I don't know because like all of a sudden I'll be driving around here and then there's one particular night where just like everybody, like every NPC or whatever, just leaves their high beams on. They no longer bother to turn them off. Like that subroutine stopped functioning that night. Like I'm just blind everywhere I'm going because no one will shut off their high beams. And then the next night it's like back to normal. And I'm like, what? Like what's going on? Like everybody at once decided we're just leaving our high beams on.
Yeah. It it it's bizarre. And you ever catch yourself in like one of those like lag moments? Like you'd be carrying on a conversation and then suddenly forget everything you just said and everything you were about to say, and you're just like stuck in like a brain freeze. And then
Yeah.
all for like 5 seconds, and then you're like, oh yeah, and it like reboots, and you're like, all right. It's like some of the weirdest things ever.
There's a lot of weird stuff out there. Like one that always gets me is like you don't really focus on it until like there's got to be somebody out there that'll be like, "Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it." But they say stuff that's like as simple as like a lot of people have never seen their neighbors bring in their groceries. Like no one has like I'm sure somebody has again. Somebody will say they have, but like most people have never seen a crane go up in a city. It's just there.
True.
Like
Right.
there's a lot of weird stuff that they're like, I'm sure it's explainable, like you just didn't notice it, but at the same time, it's like, it's weird.
Yeah, like something big like a crane, like, and I don't know anything about how those things are put up or taken down, but you're right. It seems like they're
No,
not there, and then the next day they're all of a sudden there, and it seems like it would take longer than just a couple hours to put one of those up, but I could be
it's
wrong.
what you, it's what you would figure. It's like overnight. Oh, and that's another theory people have on the whole thing is that like the overnight thing. It's like the reason people have to sleep is because the server can't maintain everything at once. It only has so much processing power. So like it has to have a lot of people shut down like while it's processing everything over here and then like some
Yeah,
know.
like applying updates or whatever, or like yeah, saving that memory for like render distance and stuff.
Yeah, like it's only got so much processing power.
I mean, it makes sense. Like we've gone from like games like Pong to photorealistic open worlds in basically like 30 years, right? So that like leap in technology in a relatively short period of time just makes you wonder like what it's going to be like in another 30 years and another 30 years. So it's not a far-fetched, theory to think that we'll have the technology ourselves to create an actual simulated world at one point. So to think that we're not part of one ourselves is like it's a little eerie, it's a little off-putting.
Yeah, no, that's why it starts like freaking me out when I get too far into it. Because that one really cool scientist guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
Oh yeah.
where he was talking about it and he was saying like I can't disprove the simulation theory, and he was like, but it is kind of like he was saying like basically it makes sense that if we are able to create a simulation, then that simulation would one day be able to create a simulation, and like if you trace it all the way back, like how do you know you're not the simulation? Because like there would only be one real civilization amongst a sea of simulations. Like what are the odds that you're the real one in a sea of simulations?
Right. And I think he said something to the effect of like either we are currently in a simulation or we never will be. Right. Because he's talking about like the evolution of technology and how we've gotten so far in so little of time that if it's possible to create a simulated reality, then we're already in one. Because there's a very almost minuscule chance that we're the first ones, right? If in that string is possible. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
terrible.
Like yeah, it's absolutely insane. But there's enough things that happen day to day that make you think twice about it. That it's worth bringing up every now and again because
Mhm.
who knows? Maybe like Neo and Morpheus and everything. Maybe that was like a wake up call, and then everybody just assumed it was great pop culture fiction.
They were trying to give us a hint, like, hey,
Hmm.
hey, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that happens. Like I was talking about earlier, like the infinitesimally small probability that you run into somebody in the middle of a city, and it happens all the time. It just happened to me in New York City. New York City's massive, and I was there, and I was like leaving, and I got on a subway, and I went all the way back to Manhattan, and I got out of the subway, and as I'm walking, I ran into uh like um my friend that I stayed up there with when I was going to school. Just ran into him in the middle of Manhattan. He's going somewhere random, and I'm trying to get back to the bus station. I'm like, what are the odds that like he's going to this specific place and I'm going like New York is huge.
Right. Well, that brings up a whole other concept that I find fascinating. It's described in a word called sonder, right? And the basic theory of it is that everyone is a main character, is the main character in their own lives, but a side or background character in everyone else's. So it's like like your subway train or a bus, like you being on that bus, like everyone around you on that bus is just a side character in your story, but they've lived their own long lives that are just as complicated as yours to them, but to you, they're just a side character. And then to them, you're just a side character, right? So it's all this in depth, complex lives coming together for really no reason other than to be background cast. Like it makes you think for sure. So I don't, I don't know. I don't know how to prove it, how to disprove it.
Do
It's
you
weird.
do you think yay or nay though?
That's it's almost an impossible question because if I answer it yes, then my whole life is a lie and I just am depressed forever now, right? Like, but it depends. It depends on the day. I don't know.
See, even with all the like major stuff happening, because like even weird stuff that you can't explain, like I'm pretty sure all of us have like had something in our house and we know exactly where it is, and then it's just gone. And you search your whole house and it's just gone. Like the system failed to load it. Like I have stuff like that happen. So I get all these little things and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm like, it's certainly possible. But at the end of the day, I want to say no. Um,
I want to say no as well.
yeah, I don't feel like I I don't know. Like unless it got to a crazy point, but like I don't feel like when I'm playing Xbox or something, any of those characters even have consciousness. So I feel like consciousness has to come from somewhere else, and I feel like you could not replicate consciousness, actual consciousness, in a simulation. But I guess the argument could say that you don't actually have consciousness. You're just tricked by a computer into thinking you do.
I was going to say we can't replicate consciousness, right? But
Yeah.
whoever's running this simulation might be able to. It's like freaking Halo, right? Like
Yeah.
you have vivid memories of us playing and beating like Halo 4, Halo 5, I forget which
Okay.
one.
Now you're gonna take us down a rabbit hole. Uh, you're gonna take us down a rabbit hole. And I know for a fact that we did play it because then we played it a second time and you forgot again.
Which one was it? Halo 4, Halo 5?
Five. We,
What's the storyline of that one?
you're gonna take us down a whole rabbit hole. That's the one where Spartan Locke had to go after Master Chief because Master Chief got a signal from Cortana and he like went AWOL and went after her. So then they had to send Spartan Locke.
Okay. I do remember like Fire Team Osiris, is that what they were called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
it's
I do
so
remember
funny.
that. I
It's
have
so
vague
funny that
memories of
that
that.
memory will not store in your brain. It's like because yeah, we 100% we took a whole day off work to play that when it came out. We beat it in one day, and then like 3 days later, you're like, yeah, you're like I've never played that. It's like what?
I believe that you beat it in one day for sure.
You were there
Because I think
100%.
we replayed it like three years ago or something like that. I remember it then for the
We've
first
played it.
time.
We've played it 3 times now
My God.
because I told you this is a rabbit hole. This is a rabbit hole. But no, so um, for everybody, if
Well, it
you
goes
guys want
back
to
to my
jump,
point of like, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Clyde. Sorry.
just gonna let them know if you guys want to jump in the comments. Um, let us know. Do you think it's a simulation? Do you think it's not a simulation? Have you ever had anything that happened to you that made you think it was a simulation? Did you play Halo 5 and completely forget you played it? Let us know in the comments. Uh, look forward to hearing from you guys. We're gonna start doing more videos like this too, where we just sit around and BS for a little bit about the topic we find interesting.
Yeah, or if you never played Halo 5 and have been gaslit into believing that you did, right? Like, let us know.
Yeah, because we want to meet somebody that actually has. So let us know in the. Jesus.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you later.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.